Hi, Timothy Unkert here. In this video, we're going to talk about adding images in HTML. So let's first create a file, and let's call this file images.html. And let's get a simple framework here. And now we'll talk about adding some images. In this HTML folder, this root folder, I'm going to add a folder called images that we'll use later. Okay, but right now let's just talk about grabbing an image. So what I can do is create an image tag, and in the image tag I want the source for the image. Okay, so let's go online and let's go to Wikimedia Commons here. And in Wikimedia Commons we're just going to get a picture. Let's get a picture of a cat. And so we'll go here and let's take a look. This is a good one. Okay, so let's go to more details here and we'll go to use this file on the web. Now you want to check the licensing and make sure you can use this and give attribution when necessary and all that. But if I want to just demonstrate including this file, I'm just going to copy this here to the file URL. And I'm going to go back to my editor here and let's paste this in the source. Now, one thing you do want to include in your images is an alt tag. And in the alt tag, you're going to give the alternative text for the text readers in case it helps with the accessibility and SEO and that kind of thing. Okay, so we have a kitty here with blue eyes, so I'm just going to write cute kitty with blue eyes. Okay. Now, there is one more tag we can use, which is the title tag. So we'll do the title tag here. And for the title tag, what I'm going to do is, you don't need to include this tag, but you can include it. Let's call it cute cat, just so you know the difference here. And we'll close out our tag and we'll save here. And I'm going to just open this with the live server. So let's start this up. And you'll see that the cat is a huge photo. So this is a huge photo of a cat. Okay. Now, there are things you can change this with your CSS. There are some older attributes, like if I wanted to get this smaller, I could use this, but this is frowned upon nowadays. We want to change it with the CSS, but if you're just learning HTML, this is one way you can do it. This is in pixels, so if I save it this way and then reopen, you'll see it resizes it. There's a lot of issues with this. Typically, you want to get a smaller size if you just need a smaller picture, so you want to resize it. And one free way to resize it is resize. Let's see, resize images free. Let's just Google that. And there's this website, picresize.com. You can go there and you could upload the picture, but we're getting this one off the web. But let's say we wanted to upload a picture of a cat. There's a nice site for that. It's actually called Pexels. There's a couple. I'll show you the couple ones. So Pexels, let's look for a picture of a cat. Okay, we've got a nice kitty here, and we can select the size that we want, or we can do a custom size. Let's say we did a custom size and we did 300, and what it's going to do. Let's see here. No, I don't want 300 by 324. I just want it to resize. It is not letting me resize. So I'm going to pick the small one here, and I'm going to download the selected size, and I'm going to show in folder. Okay. And what I'm going to do, let me just move this over to my desktop here and rename it. We'll rename it as a picture of a cat. Let's go to where are we looking here? Rename. Let's just call it cat picture. Okay. So we've got a cat picture. Now what I'm going to do is find this HTML folder. Let me move it over here and open that up and open up the images, and we'll just drop it right in our images folder here. Okay. and we'll put it there. All right, so what we'll do now is we can take that picture and just display it. So one thing that VS Code allows me to do is just type image, and then it gives me the source and the alt tag. You see that it says the source tag is fairly important. Now, and the alt tag, of course. To find this image, we're going to go into the images folder, and VS Code actually kind of tells me where it is. And we're going to look for the cat picture, okay? And we can say that this is a picture of a cat for our alt text. And in between these two image tags, let's do a couple break tags here just to bring it down a couple lines and separate them. Okay, so now we can move it up here, and we see that our picture of a cat, this is the actual size, shows up. Now, again, we can resize this with CSS, but that's a little bit beyond the scope of this at this point. Now, if I hover over this, you don't see anything pop up. But if I hover over this one, you see cute cat pops up. Why is that? Well, because I have the title tag in the first image declared. So I can create a title tag here and say something like another cute cat for my title. Okay, and if I save that, and now if I go to here and hover, you see that the title, another cute cat, pops up. Okay. One other thing you may want to do with images is wrap them in figure tags. So I'm going to create a figure tag here, and I'm going to cut this and put this here in the figure. And what I'm going to do is below the figure is I'm going to create a fig caption. Okay, and I'll say this is a picture of a cute cat. Okay, all right. So now you'll see it when it's in a figure. It automatically gives some styling the browser where it moves it over a little bit, and you'll see that it has the fig caption here. Now, both of those can be affected with CSS. That's beyond the scope of this video, but I just wanted to make you aware of it. I think that's all I want to cover for images today. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, as it will help get out to more people. I also want to thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.